So you signed up for the bar exam, you started studying, and now you're freaking out. Here are my tips to avoid bar exam burnout. Hi, my name is Kira. I'm in-house counsel for a small sustainable plastics company. I graduated from a top 5 law school, and I manage chronic illness and invisible disabilities. So I think if anybody has figured out how to avoid burnout and the right work-life balance, I hope it's me. My number one tip is to create a study schedule around the bar exam. Treat it a little bit like it's a job, but at the same time, you want to spend meaningful moments with family and friends and build in breaks. Repetition is key. So it's a lot better to study a little bit every day and get those concepts into your long-term memory versus trying to cram it all in a week or two and have it only be in short-term memory. My second tip is that you will get overwhelmed by the amount of material you're asked to cover. I remember I did Barbary. I looked at the schedule. I thought I had it under control. And then about a week later, I was freaking out because I was already behind. Barbary, if it's anything like any of the other study courses, I'm sure they're all similar, uses a lot of multiple choice quizzes to kind of check your understanding of the subject matter, which is helpful a couple of times, but you don't need to be doing a ton of them. You really want to focus on practical skills, being able to mimic what that multiple choice question is going to look like and what that essay question is going to look like. Just like studying for your law school exams, it's very similar. So it's much more important to cover a wide variety of topics and know a little bit about everything versus only knowing a lot about a small amount. Going off of that, my third tip is that you do not want to reinvent the wheel. Do not try new study tips, new study mechanisms now. Whatever worked for you in law school, do that. If something did not work for you in law school, try to figure out why and improve upon that, but I wouldn't completely switch up how you study for the bar exam. For me, I used Barbary for a lot of, just the general topics and reviewing the general topics. And then if there were things that I was having trouble retaining, I then went to bar exam flashcards. I had an app on my phone and I really focused on drilling those things over and over and over again. For me, it was property. I feel like property is the bane of a lot of our existence. Really focused on repeating that material and getting it into my long-term memory. My last tip is to visualize success and life after the bar exam. You've gone through so many challenging moments at this point. You took the LSAT, you went through law school. That certainly is intimidating in and of itself. You can pass the bar exam. You can do this. You just have to devote a little bit of time to it. Hold yourself high, have a positive mindset, believe in yourself, do not get intimidated, and know that this is only a brief moment in time and you will move on to the next challenge and the next thing. You got this, everybody.